All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing from the paperclip at Martinsville. Patrick Pieper and Justin Swafford will start on the front row. Jeremy Root on the second row with Richie Joplin, Clay Kirchenbauer, and Ryan McDaniel, Ryan's best starting spot of the season, on the third row. Dustin Slover, Blake Viken on the fourth row. Tyler Ott and Brandon Newby round out your top 10. DJ the Iceman Kenner starts in 11th next to Russell Worth in 12th. Brian Hewitt starting in 13th, Colby Whipple in 14th, Jeremy Edwards rounding out the 15-car field here tonight. As always, if you got a favorite driver in the field, make sure to drop in the comments. A lot of these drivers do listen. They love to hear their fans are in the stands cheering them on. Rumor has it there may be a couple of extra pace laps here. Thomas, how is it going, buddy? Hope you're feeling a little bit better. I don't know. All right, they are not extending. We are going racing. Pace car is in. Patrick Pieper leads them down. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Martinsville. Pieper has a problem getting going. Swafford shoots it on the high side. Takes the lead quickly. That inside line, due to Pieper not getting going, the whole line gets checked up. Richie Joplin now in fourth. Dustin Slover took advantage, moving up into sixth. Blake Viken up to seventh. Tyler Ott now in eighth. Jeremy Edwards picking up a couple of spots here early from Brian Hewitt, and Colby Whipple appears to be having problems in the early going. Jeremy Root currently in third, Richie in fourth. Tonight, Richie Joplin and Clay Kirchenbauer definitely have the most to gain. Clay currently in fifth, but looking to the inside on Richie. Can't get the nose in. Yeah, I definitely agree, Thomas. Brandon Newby now up into ninth. Ryan McDaniel still holding on in 10th place. Caution is out here early, lap 4. Russell Worth and Colby Whipple involved. And let's take a look and see what happened. Thank you so much for the stars, Thomas. Russell Worth heading down into 1 and 2. He gets wicked loose out of turn 2. Colby Whipple just comes to a stop, gives him a little love tap. Thomas, it is definitely not silky tonight. It's feeling really rough. So far, no real big. The biggest mover so far, Jeremy Edwards, up 3 spots. Everybody else up 1, maybe 2 spots. Viken up 2 spots, now into 6th. Neither Russell Worth nor Colby Whipple came to pit road. We saw Pieper having some problems on the restart, or at the start of the race, that held up that inside line, gave Swafford a chance to shoot to the lead. Thanks, Thomas. Now they stack back up side by side. They will get the 1 to green next time by. And take a note of where the restart zone is here at Martinsville. There at the end of pit road, that blue line on the pit road wall, that is the restart zone. So almost at the start of turn 3. That restart zone will definitely come into play here tonight. Justin Swafford, whoever's in the front, consistently will need to vary where they restart at to make sure they don't get timed and get beat on the restarts. All right, here we go. Pace car is in. They are in the zone, and Swafford fires there away. Green flag is in the air. And Jeremy Root quickly takes second. Pieper has a small problem on the restart yet again. Unlike Pieper to have problems on restarts, Ryan McDaniel got a little high in turns 3 and 4, has drifted back to 12th. The truck's still okay though. Oh, Brian Hewitt almost got underneath. I will tell you, Brian Hewitt was definitely practicing driving that truck down into the turns as deep as possible, trying to find a way to beat everybody here tonight. Caution is back out, lap 11. It's Russell Worth in trouble again. And Russell has towed the pit road. Russell right behind Hewitt as they head off into turn 1. Gets in a little deeper, has to check up a little more, a little too hard on the gas. This time Whipple able to sneak around behind. Swafford still in the lead. Jeremy Root now to second. Pieper back to third. Pieper having all sorts of problems on restarts tonight. Clay Kirchenbauer now to fourth. Richie Joplin in fifth. Blake Viken up to sixth. Dustin Slover in seventh. Brandon Newby in eighth. Tyler Ott in ninth. DJ the Iceman Kenner back in 10th. Edwards in 11th, McDaniel in 12th, Brian Hewitt 13th, and Colby Whipple in 14th. Russell Worth still sitting on pit road. Worth noting, they've got 14 trucks out here tonight. This is the smallest race we have seen all season long. Going into iRacing Super Speedway next Wednesday night, likely to be the biggest field of the season, and these trucks will be doing in excess of 240 miles an hour around iRacing Super Speedway. And if you've been around sim racing as long as I have, you know that originally iRacing Super Speedway was actually Coca-Cola Speedway back in the NASCAR Racing 2002 days. Lights are out on the pace car as they get ready for the restart. Swafford once again gets to control it, but watch Pieper right behind him. Pieper pulls right up to the bumper. Swafford fires. They're away. Green flag is in the air. Pieper gets a little bit better. Jump on. Pieper gets the curbing. Holds on to it. That could have been catastrophic with everybody behind. Now as always, they do not have any fast repairs tonight. The drivers have a 150 lap race. They've got to hold the truck together. Try and keep it in one piece. Jeremy Edwards just coming past Tyler Ott to take 10th. Ott now back in 11th. McDaniel in 12th, Hewitt 13th. Colby Whipple, whatever problem he had early on, looks like has been solved. He is in 14th, but he is back up to race pace. Justin Swafford, Jeremy Root starting to open up a bit of a gap on Patrick Pieper and Clay Kirchenbauer back behind. Everybody single file for the moment, just starting to study the other drivers around him. Brian Hewitt has had a problem. No caution. Let's see what happened. Hewitt up on the high side. Whipple goes by. Heads it off into turn 3, and the back end steps out as soon as he gets on the brakes, but he gets it rolling quickly enough. No caution. Brandon Newby starting to make his way forward now, up 3 spots into 7th place. DJ Kenner up 3 spots into 8th. Not anymore. Kenner's around and caution is out. Lap 23. We did hear in pre-race that that exit to turn 4 is a bit wild. What happened to the Iceman coming down into turn 3? Edwards closing up on him, but the Iceman just gets loose on power and ends up in the inside wall. Blake Viken and Brandon Newby coming in to top off on fuel. Dustin Slover, Colby Whipple, and DJ Kenner also coming in. Ryan McDaniel's going to stay out, as is Tyler Ott, and Brian Hewitt looking to pick up some track position here. Swafford definitely doing exactly what he needed to do here tonight to extend his points lead over Blake Viken. Oh, heartbreak for Russell Worth. His wheel shut down and his computer is overheating. That was the issue he was having. Sorry to hear that, Russell. But since Russell has been in the race and practice with these guys, let's get his opinion. Who's going to pull off the win here tonight, Russell? With Edmund Jones and Pudge not being here tonight, Clay Kirchenbauer, Richie Joplin are going to pick up a lot of ground in the points. But if Swafford pulls off the win tonight, it's going to be really, really tricky for them to take any advantage from this current situation. Hey, good evening, Kevin. Pace car is back in. Justin Swafford in control. Jeremy Root on the high side. Keep an eye on that car behind, that truck behind Patrick Pieper, who's had problems on the restart. Swafford in the zone, fires. Green flag is in the air. This time Pieper gets it going, and it looks like Root may have spun the tires, and they're going to try and go 3 wide into 1. Brian Hewitt stuck in the middle of that sandwich. Wow. Great save by Brian. Hey, good evening, Aaron. Where are you tonight, buddy? Jeremy Edwards has now made his way up into 6th. He had raced his way up 8 spots, was in 7th when the caution came out. Blake Beacon went to pit road. Giving Jeremy another spot, putting him just outside the top 5, looking at Richie's back bumper. Oh, Ryan McDaniel is around. Caution is out, lap 31. I think Ryan avoided the wall. Let's take a look. There's Ryan in that black 66 coming off turn 4, a little squirrely. The 18 starts to look low and just gets in too deep. Brake bias likely a little too far back, and holy cow, some very close calls there. Jeremy Root, Clay Kirchenbauer, Tyler Ott, Brian Hewitt, all on pit road this time. Russell, buddy, I completely understand. Just when your arm gets better, your computer starts giving you grief. Let it cool down, reboot it, take the side off the case, and see if one of the fans, one or more than one of the fans, when you boot it back up, doesn't come online. Could be something simple as a fan not working. Brian Hewitt, as I mentioned in practice, was definitely trying to see how far he could push the truck into the turn. We saw him in the middle 3 wide, backing out of it. After watching him practice aggressive moves, it was really impressive to see him back out of a 3 wide situation. A man 3 wide at Martinsville is never going to end well. Ryan McDaniel did not go to pit road. He did not get any damage by virtue of staying out. He is back up tonight. Great strategy play by McDaniel. Russell, Aaron, let's hear your predictions. Who's going to pull this one off tonight? Pace car is in. Swafford still in control. Anybody's welcome to tell me who they think's going to pull off the win tonight. Just thought with Aaron and Russell, having raced with these guys, might have a thought. Green flag back in the air. Swafford waited to the last possible second that time. Richie Joplin is underneath Patrick Pieper for second. Richie gets a little loose out of 2, still has the nose in, but holy cow, Pieper just drives it a little bit deeper and manages to pull back down. Brandon Newby now up 6 spots into 4th place. Meanwhile, the Iceman cometh. He is back up into 6th. Dustin Slover looked like he might have got a little too deep into the corner that time. And we mentioned Whipple's problems at the start of the race. He has got everything figured out. Whipple now to 9th. The driver's talking about 90 to 100 laps on a tank of fuel here tonight. With these caution laps we've had here early, it will extend that range. If we get many more cautions, we could see a situation where those top 3 never come to pit road. Ryan McDaniel is in trouble again. Caution is out, lap 40. Out of turn 4, down the straightaway, still no damage to the truck. Gets into 1, the back end just steps out on him. Just gives the wall a little kiss, but minimal damage. Let's take a quick look, see if we can get a look at Ryan's truck. He's got a little bit of damage to the right front. I have seen drivers win races here without a front clip. Aero not hugely important here at Martinsville. So far, Swafford has led every lap. Patrick Pieper in 2nd, Richie Joplin in 3rd. The top 3, the only drivers who have not been into pit road. And another caution here does extend that fuel range even further. Justin Swafford, Patrick Pieper, Richie Joplin, Brandon Newby, and Blake Veek in your top 5. DJ Kenner, Dustin Slover, Jeremy Root, Colby Whipple, and Jeremy Edwards round out your top 10. Ryan McDaniel did go to pit road. He is back out in 14th. Russell Worth cheering on Richie Joplin. Could tonight be Richie's night? Swafford once again in control. Out of turn 4, here they go. Green flag back in the air. Oh, we had some bobbles on the restart. Look like Newby. Oh, Richie is around. Caution is out. Lap 45, and that was trouble. Let's take a look and see what happened. Richie there in the second position on the inside line. Here they go. Oh, Richie gets a bump, but Newbie has problems getting on the gas, gets loose, and clips into Richie. Now Richie is going to have a lot of ground to make up. He is at the tail end of the lead lap, so he will get waved around the pace car. But Richie does have the biggest cheering section so far tonight. Kevin Gerard and Russell Worth both cheering for him. Plus, it is Richie Jomplin's 263rd birthday of 2023. So, you know, Brandon Newby is on pit road. And now the top two are the only ones that have not pitted. Blake Viken is now up into third place. Blakey Poo came into tonight second in points behind Swafford. Swafford leading, Blakey Poo just a couple of spots back. Those two separated by 3 points. Knowing that next week is the final race of the season, it could get rough between those two. Colby Whipple, who really had a huge problem at the start of the race, not sure what happened to him. Not sure if he missed a shift or what. He had fallen all the way back, has fought his way back up to 7th. They are stacked back up for the restart. Lights out on the pace car. Pace car is in. Swafford in control yet again. Swafford fires there away. Once again, green flag in the air. Viken underneath Pieper for second. Dustin Slover went into turns 1 and 2 really high. Looked like he was going to try and take advantage. Looks like Ryan McDaniel has had a problem behind, no caution. Oh, Blake Viken just got turned into the wall. Caution is out. Lap 52. Let's see what happened with Ryan McDaniel there in the 66 on the restart. Oh, looks like he might have gotten a bump from behind. Manages to get the truck going the right way, though, and saves it. Blake coming out of turn 4, or out of turn 2, drag race down to turn 3. He gets the bigger run, but pushes up into Pieper's nose and just goes around. Pieper, Richie Jomplin, and Blake Viken now all on pit road. Swafford is the only driver who has not been in yet. However, with these short runs between caution flags, he may very well be able to stretch the fuel from here. Those drivers that started pitting around lap 23 when the third caution came out, those guys, they were definitely in that zone where they could go with a couple of cautions to the end. Now the question does come down to, can Swafford hold on to the lead with the old tires? He also has to be very careful on the restart. If you're watching BRR Sunday night, you got to see what old tires on a tricky track will do on a restart. Swafford is in control of the restart. He has an advantage. Now Dustin Slover in second. Jeremy Root and DJ Kenner on the second row. Jeremy Edwards, Brian Hewitt on the third row. Pace car is in. Here they come. Green flag is in the air. Swafford a small bobble on that restart. Dustin Slover may have it. Oh, we've got him wrecking in 1 and 2. A big stack up caution is back out, lap 56. Looks like DJ Kenner, Richie Joplin, and Brandon Newby all involved in this one. There is the Iceman on the... Oh, Richie loose on the restart. Hits Edwards. He was still down low. Edwards had nowhere to go. Richie had nowhere to go. Once somebody gets sideways at Martinsville, there is not a lot of track to work with. The Iceman is back on pit road. I do believe his damage was minimal, but they do not have a fast repair tonight, so he has got to make the most of that time. Jeremy Edwards now hitting pit road as well. Swafford continues to stay out just over a third of the way through the race. He is the only driver that has not been to pit road. I expect here in the very near future we're going to see this break out into a long green flag run. Martinsville is one of those tracks where you see a number of early cautions and then a green flag run possibly to the finish. However, considering the skill level of these guys, they are always so close together. This whole group just extraordinarily fast. Pace car is back in once again. Swafford in control. Swafford fires there away. Green flag is in the air. Slover on the high side tries to get a little deeper and have an advantage, but off two, Swafford clears. Jeremy Root now looking underneath for second. Clay Kirchenbauer now up into fourth. Jeremy Edwards starting to make his way forward again as well. Now back into 10th place. And Ryan McDaniel is already back up to 8th. And look at this. Colby Whipple up to 7th. And Jeremy Edwards has been in an accident. Caution is back out. There's Jeremy heading into 1 and 2. Tyler Ott on the high side. Richie just ahead. And oh, as we've seen so many times, just gets back on the power, goes for a spin. Newbie on pit road. Viken also on pit road. DJ Kenner got those repairs on that last caution, lost a couple of laps. He is going to get one of them back right now. And is currently keeping himself in position. He should, if another caution comes out, that should put the Iceman back on the lead lap with the other 13 trucks. They get the signal, 1 to green. No, they have extended the caution one more lap. Blake Viken is back on pit road. Looks like he is trying to get that car back to 100% here. Does look like the hood and the front end have still a minor amount of damage to them, but nothing that's going to affect the truck. And definitely nothing that will affect his speed around here. Now the lights are out. They get ready to go back racing. Pace car is back in. Swafford once again in control of the restart. They're in the zone. Root tries to get ahead. Swafford fires their away. Root gonna try and make something happen up top. Jeremy Root has a big run coming out of 2. Kisses the wall. Swafford, though, sends it into 3 and off of 4. Swafford has the run. Meanwhile, Patrick Pieper trying to make his way by. He is actually trying to pass Slover on the high side, and it looks like he completed the pass. Clay Kirchenbauer back up into 3rd. Pieper in 4th. Slover still in 5th. Ryan Hewitt now up 7 spots into 6th. Ryan McDaniel, oh, holy cow, Hewitt's around. Caution is out. Ryan coming down the front straightaway towards turns 1 and 2. Ryan closing in, and Hewitt just gets loose in the middle of the turn. Ryan managed to avoid it and slip by. This does have Clay Kirchenbauer and Dustin Slover on pit road. Also, huge note, we should see DJ Kenner get the lucky dog back to the lead lap here. And here comes DJ on the high side. The Iceman will be back on the lead lap. Meanwhile, Nowski still has the lead, Root in second, Pieper in third, and now look who is in fourth place. Ryan McDaniel may be the comeback kid here tonight. Jeremy Edwards has fought his way up all night long, back and forth, currently running in sixth, up 9 spots. And just with drivers not here tonight, the top 10 in the points will have a dramatic change. Justin Swafford, Blake Veek, and Edmund Jones, Pudge, and Richie Joplin, the top 5 in points. Clay Kirchenbauer, Jeremy Root, Jacob Morgan, Aaron Brill, and Patrick Pieper round out that top 10. Tyler Ott in 11th, Dustin Slover in 12th, Colby Whipple in 13th. But in that top 10, Edmund Jones not here, Pudge isn't here, Jacob Morgan and Aaron Brill are not here. And as close as the points are, several drivers are going to pick up a lot of spots here tonight going into iRacing Super Speedway next week. Kind of funny, they go from one of the slowest tracks to one of the fastest. Pace car is in. Swafford still in control. He fires there away. Green in the air. Root bobbles a little bit. Oh, Root almost gets into Swafford. Pieper is looking underneath for second. Richie Joplin now in fourth. Ryan McDaniel in fifth. Jeremy Edwards trying to pass McDaniel on the high side. Ryan currently sitting in fifth with Jeremy on his bumper. Great run so far for Ryan. Clay Kirchenbauer did pit under that caution. Now back in ninth. Already back past Colby Whipple. Thomas, I can't wait to see you out there, buddy. Worth keeping in mind, a lot of these drivers have been around, have been bumped, have been run into tonight. They do have a disqualification limit for incident points. So late in this race, if trucks start disappearing, we'll know exactly why. They did raise the DQ limit tonight to 30 incident points. Oh, Root almost got the bumper of the leader. Jeremy Edwards in third. Richie Joplin has fought his way back to fourth. Ryan McDaniel trying to hold on to sixth place. Newby looked underneath but couldn't get there. Newby in seventh, Beacon in eighth, Kirchenbauer in ninth. Dustin Slover, who was up battling in the top, looking for a podium tonight, he also came onto pit road last caution. All the drivers that pitted under that last caution was roughly the halfway point. They were at lap 72. Jeremy Root is starting to look on the high side. He does have much fresher tires than the leader, and now he's going to try and cross over. He gets the nose in on Nowski. Swafford has led every lap so far. That could be about... Oh, Root's in the wall. They are both hard into the wall. Caution is out. Holy cow. Let's Brian Hewitt had an incident just before. Hewitt on the high side. DJ now back on the lead lap. Hewitt looked like he was having some problems coming out of 2 down into 3, just a little loose. Saves it, keeps rolling. Now Swafford and Root out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Looks like Root got into him. They ended up stuck together as they go off into turn 1. See if we can watch this from the chopper. See if netcode was at play here. There was definitely some bumping coming off turn 2, but oh! Looks like Nowski may have bounced off the wall a little bit. Him and Root get together and just can't get going. Hey, good evening, Tina. How are you? Justin Swafford is still sitting on pit road. He is going to lose a lap. He may lose a couple of laps here. I'm doing good. Lights back out on the pace truck, or on the pace car. Patrick Pieper and Jeremy Edwards now the front row. Richie Joplin, Brandon Newby on the second. Clay Kirchenbauer, Blake Veakin on the third. Dustin Slover, Tyler Ott, Ryan McDaniel, and Colby Whipple round out your top 10. Pace car is in. Pieper in control. In the zone, and Pieper fires there away. Green flag in the air. Jeremy Edwards stays with him at least till they get to 1. Richie Joplin still battling with Brandon Newby for third. Veakin lurking just behind. Swafford still on pit road. Tina, he really has had a great run and a great comeback from multiple early incidents. Jeremy Edwards looking for a crossover move, and caution is back out. Lap 91, and it looks like Tyler Ott is involved. Tyler coming off into turn 3, has to make a big checkup. Whipple nowhere to go. Well, always glad to have you, Tina. I sent it to you just in case since I hadn't heard from you tonight. Tyler Ott and DJ Kenner both on pit road. Swafford is back out, but he lost a lot of laps. It looks like 5 laps down for the guy that led the first half of the race. However, Swafford is the only car not on the lead lap. You're very welcome. Swafford is the only car not on the lead lap. Enough cautions come out, he could get back. It may not be over for Swaffsky yet. Jeremy Root, who was involved in that, looks like he got the better end of the stick. He is currently in 8th place. Hey, good evening, Jason. How are you, buddy? Lights are back out on the pace car. Patrick Pieper, Jeremy Edwards still on the front row. Edwards was starting to find a way past Pieper right before that caution came out. Does he have something for him here? Pieper in control of the restart. Green back in the air. Pieper fires. He quickly gets away. Jeremy has a bobble on the restart. Ritchie quickly goes to second. Newby underneath for third. Newby almost got Ritchie's bumper. Edwards trying to hold on to third and get back by Ritchie on the high side. Beacon also trying to make some moves on the high side on Dustin Slover. Ryan McDaniel starting to make some moves for it as well. He just came by Colby Whipple to go back to 9th. Oh, Ryan's around and caution is out. Ryan coming through 3 and 4 on the throttle a little too much. We have seen that so many times tonight. It is so hard to put the power down here. Newby is on pit road. DJ Kenner is on pit road. Swafford should get one of his laps back here. Jason Pudge had work commitments, couldn't make it, which is heartbreaking as he came in tonight 4th in points, just 10 points out of the lead. And Steve is always out here cheering on Blakey Poo, snickerdoodle boo boo. Also, Steve, I'm supposed to tell you to tune in to one of Angie's streams over the next day or two, and she's got something she wants to show you. I believe the pickled peaches. Yeah, Jason, I was really surprised by that. Edmund Jones, who led the points most of the season, also not here tonight. As we were talking about earlier, in the top 10 in points, you've got Edmund Jones, Pudge not here, Jacob Morgan and Aaron Brill not here, but Richie Joplin, Clay Kirchenbauer, Jeremy Root, and Patrick Pieper are in the top 10, are going to make up a lot of ground tonight. Plus, outside of the top 10, Tyler Ott, Dustin Slover, and Colby Whipple stand to make up quite a bit of ground as well. So the top 10 in points could have a dramatic change next week at the final race at iRacing Super Speedway. Going from one of the smallest, shortest tracks they run the trucks on to the biggest and the fastest. They'll be doing well over 240 miles an hour next Wednesday night. Steve, I'll let her know. Hey, she managed not to roll over today, Steve. Hayes' car is back in. Pieper still in control. They fire green flag back in the air. Richie gets an awesome restart on the high side, but cannot get it done on the outside on the restart. He does slip back into second. Edwards trying to look underneath, and Clay trying to make the move on the high side. It takes so many things going right to make a pass on the high side at Martinsville. It is always an impressive feat. Oh, holy cow, Tyler Ott around big time. Caution is back out. There's Tyler Ott on the bottom in the 56, coming out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Colby Whipple, Colby just drives in a little too deep. Ryan McDaniel, great evasive maneuvers to get around it. Whipple comes to a stop as well. Pieper is on pit road. He gave up the lead. Dustin Slover also in. Justin Swafford should get another lap back here as well. Richie Joplin now is the lead. Jeremy Edwards in second. Clay Kirchenbauer in third. Jeremy Root now in fourth. Blake Viken in fifth. Ryan McDaniel sixth. EJ in seventh. Brian Hewitt now in eighth. Colby Whipple in ninth. Patrick Pieper in 10th. Only 3 leaders so far tonight. However, just about everybody has been in the top 5 tonight. It's just been a wild one where positions have shuffled numerous times. Justin Swafford now just 4 laps down. As the lights go out on the pace car. Be about 39 laps left to go when the green flag drops. Pace car is in. Richie Joplin controls the restart. Richie fires there away. Green flag is back in the air. Richie clears into the lead out of turn 2. Clay Kirchenbauer. Oh, Jeremy Edwards is going to try and cross back over. Can't get the nose in. Jeremy Root, Clay Kirchenbauer battling for 3rd. Patrick Pieper now up to 7th. DJ right on his bumper in 8th. Jeremy Edwards is going to the lead. Edwards finally got the nose in under Richie as they battle through 3 and 4. And Jeremy Edwards will lead a lap. Clay Kirchenbauer, oh, they get together. Caution is out. Richie is around. Was there contact as they came out of turn 2? Well, there was obviously contact between Richie and Clay, and a few drivers back behind get a little stacked up. Richie up on the high. Oh, look at Clay out of turn 4. Way loose, keeps his foot in it. Richie doesn't know he's there. Comes down, they touch. Colby successfully avoids it. Justin Swafford gets another lap back. But he is running out of time quickly. Swafford led every lap up until lap 72. He got sent into the wall, spent several laps on pit road getting repairs. Still trying to fight his way back. Richie Joplin is on his way in. Looks like the damage to that truck is superficial. Meanwhile, Jeremy Edwards has the lead. Clay Kirchenbauer in 2nd. Jeremy Root in 3rd. Blake Beacon in 4th. Patrick Pieper back up to 5th. Ryan McDaniel now in 6th. DJ Kenner 7th. Brian Hewitt 8th. Whipple in 9th. Dustin Slover in 10th. Just over 30 laps to go here at Martinsville. They stack back up for the restart. Pace car drops to pit road. Jeremy Edwards in control out of 4 into the restart zone. He fires there, away, green in the air. Jeremy bobbles. Jeremy Edwards has a bobble but manages to keep going forward. Clayton couldn't take advantage. Jeremy Root had to do a little bit of a checkup there and put some space between them. And look at that, Brian Hewitt was trying to make a move on the high side, couldn't quite get there. Patrick Pieper has gotten by Blakey Poo to take 4th place. He is closing back up on the leaders. Clay Kirchenbauer trying to make it happen on the high side. Still can't quite get there yet. Viken had a little problem in 1 and 2. Might have got into the turn too deep. Ryan McDaniel had to check up, and Dustin Slover got by. DJ Kenner now looking to the inside. Oh, Hewitt's around, and caution is out. Brian Hewitt down into 3 and 4, and off of 4 just gets loose. We've seen it so many times tonight. The drivers all said coming into this race that the corner exits would be tricky tonight, but especially the exit to turn 4 was extremely slick. Brian Hewitt has gone to pit road. We are expecting to see Justin Swalford get another wave around here. Swalford does get that wave around. He will now be 2 laps down. Jeremy Edwards was able to hold the lead, but Clay Kirchenbauer was definitely giving him a run for his money. It'll be just over 20 laps to go. Jeremy Root, Patrick Pieper, and Blake Viken all still lurking, as is Dustin Slover, DJ Kenner, Ryan McDaniel, Brandon Newby, and now Richie Joplin has made his way back up into the top 10. It has definitely been a rough race at Martinsville tonight. Lights are back out on the pace car. Can they go the final 20 laps? Green flag. And how close are those drivers to the incident limit? Pace car is in. You're probably right, Thomas and Russell. Next week will be epic. Green flag is back in the air. Ryan McDaniel went way high through 1 and 2. Richie quickly gets by. Jeremy clears Clay. Clay now back to third as Jeremy Root gets by. Patrick Pieper now looking underneath Clay. He's going to take third. Clay appears to be having a problem. Blake now right to his bumper, and DJ Kenner under Dustin Slover. DJ now to sixth, but Slover still fighting back on the high side. Jeremy Root right on Jeremy. Caution is out. 19 laps to go. Blake Veek and Dustin Slover, and apparently DJ Kenner involved. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Slover gets into Blake's bumper hard. DJ Kenner has to get off track to avoid it. And DJ gets down on the apron and goes around, and I do believe he got a little bit of the wall. Jeremy Edwards still has the lead. Now Jeremy Root to second, Patrick Pieper in third, Clay Kirchenbauer to fourth, Newby in fifth. Richie Joplin has fought his way back up to sixth. Ryan McDaniel now back up into seventh. Tyler Ott currently in eighth, Whipple in ninth, DJ the Iceman back in 10th. And I do believe Swafford got the wave around on this one. I'm sorry, Slover got the wave around on this one. Swafford still showing 2 laps down. Well, Patrick's in a great position to get it done tonight. Hey, good evening, Darren Silva. Pace car is in. It'll be about 13 to go at the line. Jeremy Edwards in control. Green flag is back in the air. They are, holy cow, Root's loose. He spun the tires. Pieper has the nose in. Caution is out back behind. Dustin Slover is in the wall. Dustin on the high side on the restart. Just gets loose in the middle of 1 and 2. Pulls the 360 and keeps going. Dustin appears to have had some sort of problem. He is slow on the track. Not sure if he is waiting for the pace car here, or if the truck is dead. Justin Swafford goes by. He does get a wave around. And Slover did look like he was waiting on the pace car. Swafford now only 1 lap down. He is still potentially in this fight. One more caution would put him back on the lead lap. Oh, I definitely agree, Jason. Jeremy Edwards is a very quiet, consistent, great driver. Keeps the truck out of trouble and just quietly moves through the field. So the Jeremys have the front row. Edwards on the inside, Root on the outside, Patrick Pieper and Clay Kirchenbauer on the second, Newby and Richie Joplin on the third, Ryan McDaniel, Tyler on the fourth, Colby Whipple and DJ Kenner round out the top 10. Also worth noting, Jeremy Edwards is the biggest mover of the night, up 14 spots from where he started. Slover gets waved past the pace car. He will maintain the lead lap. Lights are out as they get ready to go green one more time. It'll be 7 to go at the line. Pace car is in. Edward fires, they are away, green flag in the air. Jeremy Root gets the restart right this time. He nails it perfectly into 1. Edwards fighting back on the bottom, but it looks like Jeremy Root is going to take the lead. And Jeremy Root gets the lead for the first time with 6 to go. Meanwhile, quite a battle going on behind Tyler Ott, trying to fight his way by Whipple. Blake Veakin stuck right behind this battle. And Tyler Ott does make it. Oh, Ryan spins right in front of Whipple. Caution is out. 5 laps to go. Meaning we will get a green-white checkered finish. Ryan McDaniel comes out of turn 4, nobody around, gets down into 1, just a little too much of the brake, sends him around. Whipple has nowhere to go, almost straightens Ryan back out. Jeremy Root will now be in control of the restart. Justin Swafford should be waved. Here he goes. Swafsky back to the lead lap. Now what can Swafford do with a green-white checkered finish with the chaos behind? Who the heck knows? Thomas, as I recall, they only have 2 available green-white checkers. Flat, short tracks do tend to be a bit chaotic, as we have seen here tonight at Martinsville. It is so hard to get the power down. Seeing guys lose at both ends of the track, on power, under braking. It is just a very, very tricky track to run, and to run fast. Oh, that's a plus. I think iRacing has a limit of 3 green-white checkered finishes. Most official races are 1 green-white checkered. Lights are out on the pace car. We got a green-white checkered to settle this one. Pace car shoots back to pit road. Jeremy Root will control it. Jeremy Edwards will restart on the high side. Did he learn anything from Root's restart? Can he take the lead back? Green flag back in the air. Root is gonna, looks like he may clear into 1. Pieper already looking underneath for 2nd. Caution is back out. We'll get another green-white checkered. Dustin Slover involved. Let's see what happened. Slover on the high side next to DJ Kenner. Slover just gets out of the groove into 1 and goes around. Now that you mention it, Thomas, they did not run Pocono this season. Worth noting, after that restart, Justin Swafford now back up into 11th. The points leader trying to close back in on Blake Viken. Viken currently in 8th. He is 2nd in points. 3 points behind Swafford. Richie Joplin, who's running in 6th, ahead of both of them, could close up a little bit as he will take 3rd in the points. Could take 3rd in the points tonight. That's pretty cool. They stack back up for the final green-white checkered finish. Hayes' car is in. Jeremy Root controls it. Into the restart zone they go. Green flag back in the air. Root is, Jeremy Edwards spins him. And a big shakeup as drivers are coming through there. 3 wide. No, we will get another green-white checker. Caution. Let's see what happened. Looked like Tyler Ott involved. Tyler Ott there in the silver and red Toyota on the inside. Swafford, a power move down into 1. Oh, Swafford drifts up, gets into both DJ and Ott. Ryan McDaniel looks like he might have gotten caught. Oh, he gets into Hewitt as they stack up. Ryan nowhere to go. Hewitt spins down, spins up, collects Swafford. Man, that was just one big chain reaction. Patrick Pieper is now in 2nd. Clay Kirchenbauer 3rd. Jeremy Edwards back to 4th after problems on the restart. Brandon Newby in 5th. Richie in 6th. Blake in 7th. The Iceman currently running 8th. Justin Swafford now back up into 9th. Dustin Slover in 10th. Brian McDaniel managing to hold on to it and keep 11th. Brian Hewitt, the human ping pong ball there, he is back in 13th. Let's watch Brian Hewitt for a moment. There is Hewitt on the high side. The tap from Ryan, he ends up 3 wide. DJ gets in, he gets Swafford, spins back up, gets Ryan, and collects Dustin Slover just barely. Tyler Ott will maintain the lead lap. He will be waved past the pace car once they get 1 to green. Ott gets waved around as Root and Pieper stack back up for the restart. Hayes' car is in. Jeremy Root controls the final restart here tonight. Green flag is back in the air. They fire. It's a drag race. Pieper's bobbling, but keeps his foot in it. Clay trying to get by on the bottom. Root just can't get clear. Now he clears it into 3. Oh, Pieper rattles his cage out of 4. White flag is in the air. One more time around for Jeremy Root. He keeps a truck link between him and Pieper. Pieper sends it as deep as he dares into 3. It is not enough. Jeremy Root finally back in victory lane at Martinsville. Interesting note, Jeremy Root set the fastest lap of the race on the final lap. Patrick Pieper comes home in 2nd. Clay is 3rd. Jeremy Edwards 4th. Newbie comes home 5th. Richie in 6th. DJ 7th. Blake Veekin in 8th. Swafford comes back to finish 9th in an epic comeback, and Tyler Ott finishes 10th. Ryan McDaniel finishes in 11th in one piece. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Clay. Clay, that was one wild race tonight, buddy.
Hey, Doug, you still awake up there? How you doing?
Oh, yeah, I'm awake. I'm pouring sweat, but I'm awake.
Yeah, it was that was a marathon there. I felt like I probably deserved 3rd there. I felt like, those guys in front of me were a little quicker than me all night. I just tried to, the way it was going with the yellows, I made a last pit stop around lap 80, and I just said I'm not going to pit again, and that's kind of how I finished the race there. So, this is only my 3rd clean race of the season, so I'm just happy to bring it home.
Well, man, great job. Great job bringing it home clean. Not a lot of trucks came home with a 0X tonight, if any other than you. So great job tonight, buddy. Good, congratulations.
Hey, appreciate it. No, I still had 12. I just I kept it out of a having to pit situation. So.
I got you. Well, great job tonight, Clay.
Thanks, Doug. Have a good one.
Clay comes home in 3rd. Patrick Pieper coming home in 2nd. Patrick, man, I don't even know what to say. It was a wild night for you, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild night. I mean, there was that little incident with Blake, but the rest of the time, it was just trying to strategize getting fresh tires there. I mean, I feel really good about that finish. It would have been nice to get a win, but after last week, after, getting on the pole and pretty much being in the catbird seat from the get-go and then losing, and then having the race end on lap 3, this feels pretty good.
It definitely has to, and you got up there, led some laps. I mean, you obviously had one of the fastest trucks. You were even able to make passes on the high side.
Yeah, like I was saying, I was trying to get Jeremy there on the high side at the end. It was close in that first turn. I was able to kind of stick it, and then, he just ended up getting a little bit in front, and that's didn't really have enough for him.
Well, man, great job. Congratulations. That was a great finish, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot, Doug.
Oh, I have found our winner. Jeremy, man, what a battle to bring home the win tonight.
Yeah, man, it was, I wish there would have been less cautions. I hate caution-infested races. It makes it more of a pain in the butt, especially on restarts.
It definitely looked like not only you, but that second to last restart, you obviously had a little bit of a problem, but everybody was having issues, especially the older the tires. Obviously, restarts got a little bit tricky late in the race.
Yeah, it didn't like going from 2nd to 3rd. It got awfully wiggly, so I had to do a quick upshift for it to work. And if I missed my quick upshift or I did it too late, it made it very squirrely, very sketchy.
Well, man, you managed to save it, hold on, and pull off a great win tonight. A great start in 3rd and a great victory, especially in a race like that where just about everybody went around once.
Yeah, and the best part is my last lap was my fastest.
Your last lap was the fastest lap of the race of anybody.
Hey, I was speeding.
I looked at
That's
it
funny.
as you crossed the start-finish line, and it showed up as you having the fastest lap of the night on that last lap. That was pretty darn impressive, considering you were on 64-lap old tires.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you. I think we've had a different winner every race so far this season, so it's been pretty interesting.
Well, man, congratulations and good luck next week from one of the slowest to the absolute fastest to finish the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jeremy Root gets the win at Martinsville. I am worn out. I know the drivers are worn out. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 8 Eastern. Tune in. If you're on American Truck Sim, you're welcome to come convoy with us, or just tune in for some laughs, say hello, and hey, you're always welcome to hop in Discord with us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night.